Monash Student Union, Monday, September 23rd. Students had occupied administration building for 6 days. Urgent student general meeting call.
The demands that the students were occupying the administration building for centred on the issue of assessment and student control of assessment and courses. The issue of assessment and the campaign around assessment has been developing at Monash over the last 2 years, 18 months or so, and slowly has built support amongst the students.
Today, a structure for the implementation of demands that are already MAS policy. Now, it's very interesting that when we came to actually talk about a structure, things got very complicated because we realised that our demands, the demands that have been passed by the MAS meeting, went quite a bit beyond immediate reforms. They actually went into the question of what is the university for in society, who runs it. It's pretty obvious around here that the university is run by a very industry-dominated council, a very elitist professorial board, and very unrepresentative faculty and departmental boards. Although we, the students of the vast majority of the population here, we get virtually no say in what happens. We get to elect a small number of representatives who are thus, because of their nature, they're cut off from the rest of the student body, they're isolated, they have no real way of finding out what the students think and what they should put up to professorial, not professorial boards, but faculty and departmental boards. And it's for this reason that we've come up with a proposal that faculties and departments should be run in a completely different way. Now, I realise that this goes a bit beyond what we were talking about, what we've been talking about in the past, which is assessment and open admissions, but nonetheless, it is very much within the spirit of those demands, because without an alternative way of running the university, we are not going to be able to implement our demands. The proposal we have is that monthly general meetings should take place within each faculty and or department, and that all students in each faculty and department can come along to these meetings. They have full speaking and voting rights. They actually participate in and control the running of the departmental and faculty affairs. In this way, they can participate meaningfully in their coursework, in their structure, in the course structure, in course content, in assessment matters, in all the various matters of running a department or faculty. At the moment, I think the reason why so many students drop out or lose complete interest in their course is because we feel so alienated from what goes on. We have no power in this university. We're just here as passive objects to be fed material and to be turned out for the use of a society that isn't very pleasant in some of the things it does. So this is the implementation proposal we're putting up. I've talked about the general societal implications of it, and Alec Khan will probably talk a bit more about the actual detail of it. But I'd just like you to bear in mind that without some alternative structure on our part that we put up, without some mechanism by which we can achieve some power in this university, there is no point in arguing for assessment reforms and course content reforms, because that's where they'll stop. We won't get the full spirit of our MAS policy implemented unless we do have an alternative structure. Seconder, Alec Khan. Oh, sorry, yes. We either occupy until all the demands are met, which is Tess's motion, or we occupy until the professorial board commits itself either for or against MAS principles and action proposals and gives a full official explanation of its position. That's the essence of the difference between the two motions we're discussing now.
Up till now, the occupation's been the most amazing occupation. It's got a tremendous spirit in it, and a lot of this has come from the fact that it's a totally non-obstructive occupation. The people have been able to go and do, the staff have been able to move in and out of their offices and do everything like that. Sorry. You ready? Yeah. And so it's been a tremendous spirit over there, and you really ought to go across when we go back. And unlike some of the staff, like Professor Finch over there, we're not obstructing anyone. We are actually a very passive thing, and the only thing we can expect to gain out of that is a growing awareness, and from that awareness, people start fighting for their demands.
Well, we decided he's going to be a musician. Last time I had a trumpet for about a year, he played jazz and everything. He's not going, what are you going to do? You know,
Hey, this is just about me.
I think one of the good things about this occupation has been that it has turned that building over there from a place of secrecy and a place which administers an oppressive system into a place which is a centre of we've turned that into a place of discussion and a place of where agitation occurs for staff-student control, and I think that's a good thing, and I think we should continue it.
What else was there? Communications. And none of them are methods that involve great questions of political principle. They are simply organisation detail of that which is the building won't function. And the argument is that they shouldn't have to be here for a meeting of this sort of thing. Does anyone oppose that?
That it has turned that building over there from a place of secrecy and a place which administers an oppressive system into a place which is a centre of we've turned that into a place of discussion and a place of where agitation occurs for staff-student control, and I think that's a good thing, and I think we should continue it.
What else was there? Communications. And none of them are methods that involve great questions of political principle. They are simply organisation detail of that which is the building won't function. And the argument is that they shouldn't have to be here for a meeting of this sort of thing. Does anyone oppose that? All right, will we have some volunteers for the committee, please? I don't think we can volunteer people on their absence.
Well, people do communicate. Yeah, these people say it all the time, yeah.
The idea is not that people in this committee necessarily do it, that they organise it being done.
Can he be coordinated?
All right, well, possibly. You'll have to ask him.
Subject.
Anybody else?
I'll take to the paper and I'd like to...
No, that's not what we need.
Well, if you can't have things where four people are delegated to the authority, then say you do something, then I'm going to oppose it. I think people should volunteer to handle it.
No, if we start alienating some people who are beginning to start to listen, people such as in the law faculty, people who for the first time in the law faculty, look, the world could up in the law faculty in Slumber, for the first time the law faculty is beginning to listen to students' demands. And it's only because people say, oh, they're not a bunch of ratbags. These people really believe in what they're doing. They're trying to change the university. They're trying to do something constructive. And, you know, while it might be only a terribly small thing, you open those doors and put a new element entirely on this campus.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, has anyone got any suggestions? Jeff?
Well, we've got a lecture here tomorrow, I'm told. And also, I think it's not your study area because it's soundproof.
No.
No.
Decided that the room next door was to be study, and I think this is IGFR meeting.
Oh, I think just amount of meetings during the day, and this also could be used as a study area as well as a meeting room. The books just I don't have many books. That's a really good place to study.
My firm will be occupied all day tomorrow so that we can't be locked out again. I agree.
Yes, do you want to bring out any business about what we're going to do? What do you think that Dave's idea of using this place as a resource centre and for meetings and general organisation is good one, and we leave that room to study? Alan, do you want to say something?
Well, really, I think we should deal with two questions. Firstly, do we call an MAS meeting soon? And do we make any demands?
We've got the point of tonight. I don't feel we really need to call an MAS meeting.
what we've been told earlier today, apparently it's going to be a meeting call. And I think in a lot of ways it would be better for us to actually have a meeting called by people who are against us, rather than for us to be continually calling meetings to reaffirm support for this action or that action. I'd really like to see a meeting called to ask the occupants, us to win that meeting, rather than have a meeting called to reaffirm support for the occupants.
Steve, do you want to say something? We have to put the motion now. Those in favour of this motion that in the event of police being called on campus by Dr. Matheson, this student general meeting calls for the immediate resignation of Dr. Matheson. Those in favour? Those against? Motion is carried.
Occupation of the university officers. The board deplores the occupation of the university officers building. And would like MAS to be informed that until this occupation ceases, no effective discussions can take place between students and staff. Insofar as the resolutions of MAS concerning assessment and content of courses are concerned, the board wishes to reaffirm the views previously expressed both by the board and by the Vice-Chancellor that the remedies for the grievances voiced by students at recent general meetings rest with faculties and departments and not in the first place with the professorial board. Moreover, at its meeting at the end of July, the board referred previous MAS resolutions to faculties, and useful discussions on these resolutions have been in train since then. Progress will be reported to the October meeting of the professorial board. Professor Mann. Over what year? That's this year. 1917. They had about The professorial board reaffirms the following principles. Here are those principles, kids. Departments, informed by consultations with students, have primary control of course content. 2. Departments, again informed by consultation with students on methods, shall continue to assess students. The professorial board does not... Wrong. The professorial board does recognise that there may be, in various parts of the university, dissatisfaction with the effectiveness of consultation between students and staff on matter of course content, learning methods and methods of assessment. These matters have been under consideration for some time and discussion of them will continue. The occupation of the university offices does not assist deliberation. Nevertheless, here we are. The professorial board will ask faculties to take immediate steps to examine the existing machinery for consultation between students and teaching staff and to make improvements where they may be needed. The board will also ask faculties to report back to the professorial board as soon as possible. In the meantime, meanwhile back at the farm, the board welcomes any initiative taken by students to collect and collate the views of individual students on course content, teaching methods and methods of assessment, so that they may be presented to departments and faculties before the beginning of the 1975 academic year. That motion was, I think, it's a recognition motion. Well, mate, it's pretty short and fitting.
That's an and motion.
That is virtually... It's got to be confirmed at the next meeting. I stood up and spoke about 7 times on how they want to lay down principles and how they want to take notice of what students are saying. And each time they've said it's got to go to faculties and departments. In fact, what they ended up saying was they ought to be a lot stronger on the occupiers and all sorts of reactionary things. Really, I just don't think they see what it's all about.
It's obvious.
It's really quite frightening.
I've still got a good feeling to me and wanting to know my opinion. The police are in charge of this situation. You have summed it up in 2 words.
Academic freedom. All I can do, ladies and gentlemen, is to appeal to you, one and all, once again, if you would be so good as to leave the premises.
What about your previous statement about those, you said we couldn't negotiate, we reached some compromise?
Well, I'm afraid we've tried that, haven't we?
One at a time.
There is no point in negotiating further with Swan.
One is not in charge. One at a time. Chris.
Professor Swan said that it's in the hands of the police. I'm asking for the police.
Yes, Mark.
Vic Swan.
The position is at the moment, we're asking you to vacate the premises. Your failure to do so would render you liable to an offence under the Summary Offences Act. That's the situation.
That's on that mind picture. Well, the charge would be what?
Yeah, the setting a building, it's a new one.
Yes, listen. Make your rules when you want.
Listen.
Can you please tell me what the charge would be?
The setting premises.
Would you charge us?
The setting premises.
That's the Summary
Offences Act.
I move that the discussion ends.
Do you want to say something before the discussion ends?
I just I'd just like to ask the officer here if he received previous information on this, or was he told just before?
Oh no, I knew about the city when you first started about, what, a week ago?
Yeah.
And
The police women, the gentleman, come with the
One at a time. The best way to passively resist is to lie limp, not to struggle. It's much harder to pick up a person if they're lying completely.
Watch out for your head, there's been nothing more.
Have you got any? Has it worked?
Good.
This was put out by the Victorian Aboriginal Legal Service. Legal rights. If you are arrested, do not resist arrest. Do not be abusive or disorderly. Do not answer any questions except to give your name and address. Do not, under any circumstances, give a statement. Do not plead guilty to anything, even if the police tell you to, until you have spoken to a solicitor. If you are arrested, do ask why you are being arrested. I don't think that applies in this case. Do give your name and address. Do ask the police for a telephone so that you can contact legal advice, and do ask for bail. Most important in those is don't give anything except your name and address, don't give a statement, and plead guilty to anything under any... If you help us, we'll help you.
People aren't really struggling too.
I don't know how much tape I got left.
Yeah, well, hang on. You've got to check it, because you don't know. Can you just keep going and get ready? You have.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Here we go.
Bye, Tessie.
The revolution is no longer a tea party.
The revolution tonight.
No, just walk down, please. Don't walk down, leave it alone. Just no rubbish. Look, just walk down. The pocket.
Are you aware of question that expertise, young man?
No.
Would you like to come over here? Now, I want to say to you this, it's not about traffic observation, as I said, I'm expert, well, any qualification extent that anybody is an expert in this university or perhaps in this country. And I assure you that in the 12 years that I've been here as a lecturer, I have never learned one real thing from any undergraduate student. No VC, no finite or infinite set of VCs or
to change my course on quantum mechanics or whatever. Indeed, I might well speak for many academics, if in fact they tried, we would resign. Now, what I want to say is, when we did resign, you would then have that...
At Open University!
You would then again...
You know you want.